श्री कल्याण बनर्जी, आज कल्याण बनर्जी सूटेड में है, टाई आई भी लगा रखी है।
Thank you, the honorable speaker, sir. And I am obliged.
सूटेड और टाई के हिसाब से बोलोगे ना आप?
I am obliged that you are holding the chair. Sir, after the commencement of the SIR, Special Intensive Revision, huge work pressure, inhuman work pressures were given to the BLO. As a result thereof, in West Bengal, 20 persons have committed suicide, and suicide notes are there. 5 persons became ill, 19 persons expired, and 3 persons attempted to commit suicide. Who will be responsible, sir, for this? Election Commission. And it has been pointed out that because of the pressure, we are committing suicide. This is not the lone picture of the West Bengal, sir. In Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh ji abhi bola, 10 persons, BJP state. Madhya Pradesh, 9 persons, BJP state. Gujarat, 6 persons, BJP state. Rajasthan, आपका स्टेट सर, बीजेपी का स्टेट, 3 persons. कब गए हैं उन लोग का पास कोई बीजेपी का एमपी, चीफ मिनिस्टर? क्यों सुसाइड किया भाई? वाई? हम लोग गए थे। केरला सीपीएम 1 person, तमिलनाडु 2, डीएमके. There were 3 are non-BJP and 5 are the BJP states. Sir, let me talk about some constitutional provisions and law. Sir, Article 324 of the Constitution of India has given the power to the Election Commission for superintendence, direction, and control of election to be vested in an election commission, including the electoral roll. And Article 327 of the Constitution of India empowers the Parliament to enact law for the purpose of the election. The elections to the House of the People, subject to the provisions of this Parliament may from time to time by law make provision with respect to all matters relating to or in connection with elections to either House of the Parliament or to the House of the other Legislative Assembly. Therefore, by reason of this power under Article 327, this Parliament engrafted law, Representatives of People's Act 1950 and 1951. 1950 is the subject matter today because it deals with the electoral roll. Sir, this election commission is saying all the time, I have a superintendent's power, I can do anything. But with respect, I am saying, power of superintendents cannot override the power enacted by this Parliament under any act under Article 327. How this power comes and power and how to electoral roll would be prepared, that has been engrafted by this Parliament under the representation of the People's Act 1950 and rules framed thereunder, that is representation of the People's Act 1960. Sir, Section 21 of the Act itself speaks about the preparation and revision of the electoral rolls. 21, 22. But 21 subsection 3 speaks about that, notwithstanding anything contained in subsection 2, the Election Commission may at any time, for reasons to be recorded, direct a special revision of the electoral roll for any constituency or part of a constituency in such manner as it may think fit. If a constituency is there, we can't read here constituencies. We cannot read this state. How invoking the power under Article 21, Sub-Article 3, entire country, this SIR is going on? No, provision is different. This cannot be done. There is an existence of the electoral roll is there. An existence of the, so long existence of the electoral roll is there, any election is done, it has to be done on the basis of the existing electoral roll. Sir, very interesting. Sir, आप चला जाते हैं sir? चलिए. अब क्या करेगा मैं? Sir, अरे आप आ गए? हाँ. खींचा मत. Allow करना बोलने के लिए. Sir, this is the rule. Representations of the election rules 1960. This rule, Rule 5 to Rule 22, speaks about the registration of the electors, how to be done, electoral roll. Sir, here, more importantly is the Rule 24. Rule 24 speaks about, one, if any constituency is delimited, anew in accordance with law, and it is necessary urgently to prepare the roll for such electoral election commission may direct that it shall be prepared by putting together all the rolls of such existing constituency or parts thereof by making appropriate alterations. Therefore, the moment delimitation has been taken place, electoral roll has come into force. Under the operation of these rules, only that is the roll will remain. How the 2022 electoral roll exists. Delimitation was effected in 2009. Electoral roll was prepared in 2009. All of us, many of us, have elected and came to the house on the basis of that electoral roll. If this electoral roll comes, sir, 2002 electoral roll has gone, doesn't exist at all. The whole SIR is contrary to Rule 24 and also contrary to the constitutional provisions in the Act, and that's absolutely unconstitutional. Absolutely unconstitutional. You can't do it. It is not the whims of choice of the Election Commission or caprice. Election Commission has to go by each and every word of the Act and the rules. Each and every act of the rules. Cannot do it this delimitation in this fashion. Sir, have you seen the enumeration list? In the enumeration list, it is literally written names of the relatives. Relatives have not been defined under the Act. Relatives have not been defined under rule. My brother is also my relative. My wife is also my relative. My uncle is also my relative. My father-in-law is also relative. But the form app has been made in such a way, unless the parents' name are not there, they would not be treated as relatives. App will not entertain. It will reject. So the question is whether an app will decide who will be my relative. My brother is not my relative, my wife is not my relative. How it can be? If my wife's name is there in 2002, if my name is not there in 2002, then my parents, let's assume my parents died, then I will not be included. What is the ambition? What is the object? Object is the inclusion. And here, that object is being defeated. SIR is only to delete the electors. Only to delete the electors. How to delete? How it has been? New voters will come. Nobody has thought about by the process of SIR. What the Election Commission is doing? Saying, no, let us allow us to do this SIR. Thereafter we'll take exercise of the enrollment of the new elector. Is it not contrary to the Act and rules? Is it not contrary to the Constitution? Why an elected whose name was there in 2024 can be said he is not for the time being an elected since his name is not there in 2002? You are taking away the right. Election Commission will take away my right to remain as elected. Even for one day, sir, constitutional right cannot be stayed. If right under the Constitution is there, sir, one thing is said, voters' right, only in that case you have a right to election. अरे आप जब वोटर की नहीं रखता है तो इलेक्शन क्यों रखते हैं भाई? वोटर को डिलीट कर दो तो इलेक्शन का क्या फायदा होगा? पहले ये था, अब भी था, है. Elector will decide the government. Who will be my government? अभी मोदी जी डिसाइड करते हैं गवर्नमेंट थ्रू द इलेक्शन कमीशन. मेरा वोटर कौन कौन होगा मुझको वोट देने के लिए वो डिसाइड कर दो भाई.
Then is a constitutional body, and I think so.
Sir, yes, election commission. Sir, so many persons have said nobody raised objection. You are raising an objection. थोड़ा हम है बोल कर objection मत कीजिए सर. चलिए सुनता रहिए. आज सुनता रहिए. सर सुनता रहिए. इलेक्शन कमिश्नर का अगेंस्ट में कुछ नहीं बोलना सकते. इलेक्शन कमीशन का Sir, relatives will be deprived. Sir, I am telling you one incident. One lady came to my constituency and said, sir, we have a great difficulty. You know what has happened? My father-in-law and mother-in-law, their names in 1995 in the electoral roll. And they were working in the railway department at Kharagpur. In 2001, at the end, they were transferred. Now, 2002, when the SIR was made, just they had gone, their names were not included. Thereafter, again, names have been included now. My mother-in-law cannot put the enroll since my father-in-law's name was not there. What an unfortunate incident is going on in the country itself. A voter by reason of the transfer has been transferred. Now 2002, there is no role. Name was not there. I have said to her, whether your father-in-law's, mother-in-law's father had expired, uncle his name is there or not. Put the name. If the election commission doesn't do it, I will see up to Supreme Court what is the power of the Supreme Court election commission. Nobody is above the law. No one is above the law. And final things would be said by the Supreme Court of India. Aadhaar card was not mentioned in the first enumeration list. In Bihar matters, Supreme Court has included the Aadhaar card. Supreme Court has included the Aadhaar card, which has resolved so many problems. Now, sir, the deletion part. Now, sir, the point is that very crucial question is whether the names of the voter would be deleted with that object. That cannot be purpose. But Election Commission is saying that votes, 3 lakhs votes have been deleted, 5 lakhs have been deleted, 7 lakhs have been deleted, and BJP people are there, are dancing there in West Bengal. One कर चलेगा. ये कैसे हो सकता है, sir? Now, sir, you see what the Election Commission is doing to find out whether an elector is a citizen of India or not. Under the Representative People's Act, the rules, ordinary resident has been said, not the citizen of India has been said. Ordinary resident, not the citizen of India. Who will decide? Election Commission will decide that he is a citizen or not citizen.
Then
It will be सर बोलने दीजिए ना। अरे आप तो फॉलो कर लिया, देश का आदमी तो फॉलो नहीं करना सकता है, देश का आदमी भी सुन रहा है ना, सिर्फ आप ही अकेला नहीं सुन रहा है ना। सर थोड़ा बोलने दीजिए। तो सिटीजनशिप, हु विल डिसाइड इट विल बी सिटीजन? Under the authority under the Citizenship Act, not by the Election Commission of India. Sir, if even the election, if any foreigner is there, who can arrest them? Who can? Election Commission? Certainly not. There is a law. There is a law, foreign investors law, just that they will decide whom it has been given the power. Power has been given to the police. Therefore, Election Commission is not the authority to decide who is citizen and who is not citizen. बिहार में तो आप लोग बहुत कुछ किया, बोला था घुसपैठिया जो है सब निकाल देंगे, घुसपैठिया जो है सब निकाल देंगे। मोदी जी जाकर स्पीच दे, अरे हम लोग तो घुसपैठिया का निकालने के लिए एफआईआर किया है। एक घुसपैठिया नहीं मिला बिहार का इलेक्शन में। बिहार का जब एफआईआर हुआ एक घुसपैठिया नहीं मिला। अरे घुसपैठिया नहीं मिला उनको। अरे घुसपैठिया लेकर क्या करेगा? Where is the foreigners? You have failed to discharge your duties. If the foreigners have come, override, they have come, BSF could not detect it, CISF could not detect it. There's a fault on the part of the Home Minister and the Honorable Prime Minister. That is not the fault of anyone. अरे आप तो सुनिए सर, आप इतना बात बोल रहे हैं, अभी तो मिजोरम में क्या किया? मिजोरम में क्या किया? मिजोरम में they have given, the power has been given. होम डिपार्टमेंट ने मिजोरम को, गवर्नमेंट को परमिट कर दिया, जो बाहर से आते हैं उसको एंट्री करो। Why? What is the reason? Is the Mizoram state is a favored child of the Narendra Modi and Amit Shah ji? And Bengal mein, if someone speaks Bengali in Delhi, at Delhi, she or he would be arrested. And you have seen that Supreme Court order. पहले उनको ले आओ, उसका बाद विचार होगा। Has been compelled to सोनाली बीबी को ले आना पड़ा, उसका बाद विचार होगा। देश से तुम सब बंगाली लोग को निकाल देंगे रोहिंग्या बोल के। और रोहिंग्या कहां आ रहा है? रोहिंग्या आ रहा है मिजोरम में। रोहिंग्या आ रहे हैं मिजोरम में अंडर द डायरेक्शंस ऑफ द होम मिनिस्ट्री। I know, I understand the problem. This BJP is basically a Bengali hater. Bengali hater. That is the reason. Vidyasagar statue is broken. That is the reason Ram Mohan Rai has been seriously criticized. And that is the reason our Honorable Prime Minister speaks Bankim Da. जब जन्म हुआ था बंकिम चट्टोपाध्याय का, मोदी जी का 3 जनरेशन का पहले उनको भी दादा बोल देते हैं। दादा बोल देता है। कभी कोई गुजराती को तो नहीं बोलता है दादा, वल्लभ भाई पटेल दा बोलते हैं। कभी बोला बंगाली को सिर्फ टू हेट बंगाल, हेट Bengalis. This is your work to be done. Sir, I will be very quick in saying 3 or 4 points. 15 now? No, just give me 5 minutes. It is stated that process has caused mass, but don't cut it from Shatabdi. Mass heist and suicide attempt due to SIR panic. Mother attempted suicide along with the child, other documentation fear. Hunger strike by Motua community. This Motua community, sir, do you know what is happening? One BJP MOS sitting in West Bengal is giving the citizenship certificate. Can you imagine? Motua ko. But if the central government is not arresting that minister, this certificate will be given under the Citizenship Act, not by any otherwise. Sir, in my area, in my constituency, Motua never cast vote to me. I am telling you. This time, when SIR is going on, in my one of the area, Domju Jagadishpur, huge Motia came to me and said that our names would not be there. And don't worry, I am here. Mamata Banerjee is here. We'll see in political fight and also in the Supreme Court. Sir, BLO linked with the SIR. BLO. Wi-Fi is not available in the village, remote village. And you are saying that they have to work. Even in the Panchayat office, now Election Commission is not allowing the BLOs to function from there where the Wi-Fi is available. Sir, BSF exercises quasi-judicial authority. Who will be the citizen of this country? Sir, lack of proper adjudicatory procedure. Residents of the border districts experience constant fear of non-citizenship. I have spoken about only the BLOs. I have not spoken about the voters. Illegal pushback practice. When the SIR has commenced, all of a sudden they are rising to push back the foreigners. Sir, thank you. At least you have tolerated me this time.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Walk up, you have not tolerated me. This time you have tolerated. I am grateful to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shri Dayanidhi Maharaj ji.